Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing a bit of a starter video. This isn't going to have any gameplay or anything interesting or cool like that. This is just going to be explaining some things. This is, I guess, a little update video. Um, so at the moment, or very shortly, I'm going to be putting up some Overwatch stuff, and I realized that I just jumped in. I mean, most likely anyone that comes to this channel is going to know what Overwatch is, but just in case you don't and you've never heard of it, which is highly unlikely, but it is new on my channel, and I kind of went into it without an introduction. So this is going to be episode 0 for my Overwatch series, which the first couple videos that you're going to see is just going to be of me and some friends playing, and I'm sorry that if I'm too quiet or if their audio is too loud or anything like that. I didn't get to check anything. I just kind of went into it because I was having fun, and I figured it would be fun to record some stuff because, I don't have much going up at the moment. And again, I'm sorry for that, ladies and gentlemen. I am sorry for lack of content lately. Also, I'm sorry if there's some background noise. People are being loud out there. But anyways, so what is Overwatch? Overwatch is a mostly first-person shooter. There's a few cases where it'll go third person, but it's a first-person shooter with hero-based abilities, which I really like that kind of aspect of games where, it's a first-person shooter. Those are fun as is, but each character has an ability or some kind of stat. It's kind of like, I'm not going to compare it to anything because I don't want to get people mad, but as you can see over here, I have 6 episodes about well, I don't know when they're going to go up. I guess I'll do it 2 a day, maybe? I don't know. It depends. I'll put the first episode up, and if it does well, I'll put 2 up a day, and then I'll keep recording Overwatch. But I thoroughly enjoy Overwatch. Overwatch is one of my favorite games next to Warframe because it has so much diversity, and I'm going to show you what I mean. Oh wait, whoops. Hold on. Let me get rid of display capture. Are you catching this? Nope. Okay. What are you doing? Do I have to have window capture on? Hold on. I know this is very unprofessional. Okay. Is it doing it? No. Huh. Well, this is a problem. Uh. Hmm. I probably should have done a test before this. See, ladies and gentlemen, this is why you always test stuff before. Let me. Oh, I'm on borderless window. It should be just capturing it, right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Right? Yeah, we're good. Okay. Anyways, so this is Overwatch. As I was saying, Overwatch versus shooter with hero abilities. What do I mean by that? Well, each hero, in big quotations, because not everyone's a actual hero per se. Some people are kind of villainous, which is okay. But each hero, out of all of these, have different abilities and different stats, I guess you could say. Like, oh, I have something new for me. Hold on. Oh, it's just a cute little spray. Okay. But, each of these characters do have different weapons, different stuff, but I would say it's like Team Fortress 2, but it's not. It has some of the aspects, but in this first-person shooter, you have ammo and you have to reload, but you have infinite ammo. I know that's confusing, but how I explained it was dumb. But every character has a certain amount of time till they can reload. Some characters actually don't have to reload though. Now thinking about it, I think the only one like that is D.Va, which is a tank, which she is right here. So in this game, I'm gonna break it down really quickly. There are defense classes, there's offense, there's support, and then there's tank. Most most classes will follow that, but there are a few that kind of diverge into their own subclasses. Like for instance, in offense, there are people that are meant to be at the front line, and there's people that are meant to flank. For instance, where is she? Where's the figurehead? There she is, Tracer. Tracer is more of a flanker, but she can be up front with the team. It all depends on how you play her. Reaper is a really good flanker. He can also be really good in the front if you know how to do him well. Now, moving on to kind of like the defense characters, most of them have some form of pushing people away, locking down a point, making sure that you can't go somewhere. One such incident is Bastion here. He does a shite ton of damage, and he can go into his little turret form, which just is like a minigun that just shoots out, and it does a lot of damage. It'll make it so you'll think twice before going around a corner. Um, where is she? Mei, which I had up earlier, is a really good crowd control kind of hero. She freezes people. She does a good amount of damage too. She didn't used to do this much damage. I kind of hope that they nerf her damage down a little bit. But she basically can lock down areas with her well, actually, I can just hold on, hero info. Uh, Basically, she has a short range spray which will freeze people if you hovered over them enough. You can snipe people. Now, if you press left shift, that means you can just lock down and you heal a little bit. And yeah, her E, which I don't, you can bind it to something else. You can bind all her abilities, like all abilities, to the number pad or whatever you want. But if you press E, by default it'll make a wall, and that basically is just a giant wall that blocks things off, which I can show you guys a little video of. I think. I think I'm allowed to show these. If not, I'm screwed. See, as you can see, you get that little thing, and then you can kind of just put it down. You can also use it to jump on top of. Her ult basically is a little sphere thing, and it's her little ball thing that you've always seen Mei around with. She throws it, and it just creates a giant AoE of freeze. And so she's a really good CC frame. Frame, god dang it. I've been playing Warframe too much. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. She's a good CC hero. I'm sorry. But most of these are balanced. Most. There is a few cases that aren't balanced at all and should be removed or nerfed very heavily. Cough, baguette, as I call her. But now to the tanks. Uh, well, tanks can have either shields or they can just have some kind of sustain or damage to make it so that they can last longer. D.Va is kind of the oddball out here because the only way that she can tank really is one of her abilities that makes it so you destroy projectiles that come at you, which is really helpful against like certain characters. She counters quite a bit. She can counter a Bastion pretty well. She can counter quite a bit in this game. But another, the stereotypical kind of tank is Reinhardt. He presses a button and then he just has a giant shield in front of him and you move up with the team. It's really helpful. I play him a lot personally. Then there's Winston. He's kind of more of an aggressive tank, I guess you could say, along with Roadhog and D.Va. They are kind of what are called off tanks to an extent. I mean, they can be good tanks by themselves, but they can do really well if they have another tank with them. Winston doesn't exactly need it because he does have a shield of his own. It's just the shield doesn't have a lot of health compared to other shielded characters. Roadhog is the other tank. I'm not going to go over all the characters, I'm just going over a few so you get the gist. Roadhog is someone that can hook people and bring them to him, and he can shoot with a shotgun, which is really nice and very aggressive. Now, on offense, there's a lot of offense characters in this game, and a few of the other characters may fit offense, like Brigitte. She is a mix of all the classes in the game, which is really stupidly overpowered. I'll show you. She has a crap ton of abilities. She whips people, and when she whips people, her passive makes it so when she hits them, she heals. Her ultimate, just her entire kit's kind of BS in itself. I'm sorry if that's rude to say. It's just she's a little bit too strong at the moment. I really hope they nerf her entirely. She's just good in every aspect, pretty much. When I get to the game modes, I'll discuss what I mean, but if you ever play a TDM in this, which I rarely do, but I wanted to see what it was like, because, might as well try it out. In almost every game you see a Brigitte, because she's stupidly overpowered in there, and she's stupidly overpowered in the normal game modes, but she can be shut down easier in the normal game modes. Now, the main thing here is that there are supports, which she is one, kind of, I guess, but there's Mercy, Mora, Zenyatta, and there's a few others, but there are different kind of heals, I guess you could say, or different kind of supports. For instance, Symmetra is a support, but she doesn't heal. She puts up a moving shield that goes forward. She puts up turrets. I would almost classify her as a defender. She seems like a really good defender, but that's okay. She just doesn't have any heals, but her ultimate does put down a teleporter or a shield generator. But there are a lot of good characters in this game, and a lot of them have backstory that you can look up, and it's really fun to play this game, honestly and truly. For the game modes, there's mostly either capture the point or push the payload for the main modes at the moment that I know of. There's some off stuff like arcade, which arcade has special stuff like TDM, Deathmatch, Capture the Flag, Mystery Heroes, which is kind of fun and low gravity. What's all this? Oh, weekly rewards. Okay. I still need to do all that. But overall, I would suggest you guys check out Overwatch. I think it's free this weekend. Yeah, I think it's going to be free this weekend. So if you want to check it out, it will be free for the weekend. You can try it out for free if you want. And then if you want to buy it, you can. There's different versions of the game that you can buy that just give you like extra little goodies. But I thoroughly enjoy this game, and I hope you lovely ladies and gentlemen enjoy it as much as I do, because I'm going to be recording quite a bit of it. I need to think of a name for the series, though. Oh well. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. I will see you all in the next video. See you later, Dragon. Stay true, stay kind, and peace out. Bye! Sorry again, ladies and gentlemen, if Overwatch isn't going to be your cup of tea. I just enjoy it a lot. Thanks for watching. Bye! I really should set this up better. Whoops.